Coach Spatola, you got camp season coming up here, and you're bringing in a pretty good a guy, a clinician who I really like, who came up through our club at Burnett Wrestling in Logan Steeper, world champion Logan Steeper.
Yes, world champion. This is our first time we're hosting a world champ for our camp, but this is actually his 5th appearance for Spatola Wrestling Camp. Super stoked about that camp. That's going to be May 20th and 21st. That's actually right on the campus of University of Cincinnati at historic Hughes High School. Beautiful high school. We're looking at having about 100 wrestlers at that camp from all over. It's a 2-day camp. It's catered. Wonderful camp. And we actually do group discounts. So if you got a group of 5 or more wrestlers, it's $90. If you register individually, it's $115. You can register for all of that right at www.spatolawrestling.com.
Looking at, bringing a guy like Logan in, he's a big draw. That's something where the facility here, you can't handle bringing Logan Steeper in. You'd have to go in sessions, wouldn't you, in waves.
Exactly. Yeah, this one at Hughes High School, we're able to put down about 3 full-size mats, maybe 4. We got room for it, so we got a lot of room there. The camps here are more, private, 40 kids, but I do this May camp and the fall camp every year. So the spring one in May, and then I do another one in fall, and those are my 2-day camps. I've been doing those for about 10 years, and like I said, Logan, this is his 5th one coming for that one.
Looking at Spatola Wrestling over the summer, you guys have a couple week-long ones.
We do. We got 3 of them, actually. We start off in June, at the end of June, June 29th through July 3rd is our first summer camp. We call it the Intensive All-Around Camp. Call it an all-around camp because you get a little bit of everything here. You get cardio, you get nutrition, you get flexibility, you get a lot of live wrestling, you get a lot of technique. The kids stay right here. It's an awesome training environment. We wake up in the morning, we run, and we get wrestlers of all ages. I feel like that's one of the things that separates my camps a little bit. I've always welcomed anybody. So in a typical summer camp here, you'll have 7- and 8-year-olds all the way up to seniors in high school, college counselors. But being that there's only 40 kids, we feel like that everybody gets a lot of personal attention. Sometimes at camps, if there's a ton of kids, you get lost in the shuffle a little bit. But here, we keep that at home.
So you went, I'm looking at the shirt right now. Tokyo, Japan. Spatola Wrestling went international in December 2016. Tell me about going international and doing camps abroad in Japan.
Amazing. Being able to do 2 of my favorite things in my life, which is travel and wrestle at the same time, was just incredible. So I got hooked up with that. A friend of mine that I went to Indiana University has lived in Tokyo for about 8.5 years. And I said, hey, Brady, shout out to Brady Richardson and Titans Wrestling, by the way, in Tokyo. And I said, hey, Brady, I'd really love to visit Japan again and do a camp. Do you know of anybody? He goes, as a matter of fact, Nick, I do. So he knew a guy named Shu. Shout out to Shu. And Shu is the head coach at Titans Wrestling Club in Tokyo. And it's an international school, which is really cool. So the camp that I did there had about 15, 16 different countries represented. They all speak English. A lot of people are like, Spatola, how'd you run a camp? Was there a translator? They all spoke English. And it was an amazing experience to travel all the way to there. And we're really hoping here at Spatola Wrestling that opens the door to travel to other countries all over the world and just spread the love of wrestling.
Looking at camps, it's something that it takes a lot of organization to run camps. Really, and you've been doing it since like 2001. You've been running this club since you were like a senior in high school, basically.
Yeah.
What has it been like, and what have you seen out of growth in your camps and your facility? Eventually, if you eventually move to a facility, what do you see about camps and how have you grown in camps?
Well, I've been going to camps the last 25 years of my life. The first year I started wrestling, I went to a Ken Shirto camp, and I haven't missed a year since then. So really, that's when I kind of fell in love with wrestling and realized that, hey, maybe I can make a living off of this. Maybe I can do this when I'm older. And so really what you get here at Spatola Wrestling is all of these other camps I went to my whole life, sprinkled in with what I feel is important. So I went to all these other camps. I took away things from them camps. I put in what I feel like is really important with a camp, for somebody to take away. And that's what you get here at Spatola Wrestling. And we've been at this facility for 3 years. And, before this facility, I was never able to have a full-blown summer camp because I didn't have a facility. I didn't have showers. I had small little camps in my parents' basement, but this allows me to have a legit summer camp. And again, we have about 40 kids for this camp. So they sell out pretty quick. So if you guys are really looking forward and you want to sign up possibly or ask about it, you need to go to www.spatolarwrestling.com. You can sign up for everything there. Again, about 40 kids per camp. So looking ahead, you know, even if I move another facility, you know, I rent here, so in the future I would like to own something. But, you know, we still like to keep our summer camps at about 40. I feel like that's a perfect number to do a summer camp.
What are the dates again for camps?
The dates are June 29th to July 3rd is the first one. Okay. Well, actually, the steeper camps before that, May 20th and 21st. July 29th to the 3rd is the summer camp here. And then again, we go July 11th through the 15th, which we call the Grand River Rumble Competition Camp. Really cool camp. We start off here for a couple days. We train and we prepare for a national tournament. And then we take the whole group to East Lansing, Michigan, right on the campus of Michigan State University, and we compete in a real solid tournament there. So again, that was one of my favorite things when I was younger was going to camps, going to tournaments. So we combine that here and really teach the kids how to prepare. You know, I know that, and I know a lot of you guys out there know that, you know, winning, half the battle of winning is preparation. So we like to teach the kids at that camp how to prepare for a tournament leading up to it, and then that ends in Michigan on the 15th, and then we do one more camp at the end of July. I believe it's July 26th through the 30th. That will be our final summer camp. Again, that one's 40 kids, and you can register online, www.spatolarwrestling.com. And then after that, that kind of concludes the summer camps. We do another couple falls. After that, we don't have dates released for that yet. And then that kind of leads us, Zeb, right back into the season. It's a big old circle of camps and regular season practices and tournaments, and it just keeps going.